So we have a new intro since we've more or less cleared most of the levels in the game. Once you unlock Corona Mountain, that's essentially the intro you'll always see. So 46 lives, that's pretty good. So this will be the last. This will likely be the last episode because all that's left for me to do is get the Shine Sprites in Delfino Plaza. There are 16 of them, I think. And the blue coins, because we've done everything else everywhere else. 30 blue coins, 100 coin Shine Sprites, and then the 2 secrets. So, and then there's, of course, the final level, and, well, I'll go over that at a later time. So, let's go ahead and get some of the blue coins. So there's some graffiti here on the side of the, This is why I recommend you go and grab the turbo nozzle, because this will make it a lot simpler to get over there. Okay, then do the same thing for the other one, and then just turbo on back. Easy. And don't hit the wall while you're at it. Okay, so there is another blue coin that involves the turbo nozzle, so let's just go ahead and grab it. Just turbo into these doors, knock them down, and there's a blue coin. Now, there are a couple underground, so I gotta remember exactly where they are. Patrolling the sewers as Mario. Makes sense to me. Well, that one was a 1-up, so I can't have too many of those, though. Oh yeah, you're going to see that a lot. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. I got a new SD card for my Switch. So you're going to see a bunch of notifications pop up because I have to re-download everything. My last one was getting kind of full. So had to go buy a terabyte. Will I ever need that much space? Probably not, if I'm going to be real. But might as well go for overkill and make sure you don't run out of room. Hooray, I can make that jump. Was that even necessary? No, it wasn't. Oh, wow. Okay, there's also these ladies here, these female Piantas, that ask for 3 of every fruit. I saved everyone some pain and went ahead and did this one. You have to collect 3 durians for her. And, I save you guys some pain from watching me do that, because it's really, really difficult. But, plus, I'm going to be in tons of pain anyway. Because some of these Shine Sprites in Delfino Plaza are notoriously difficult. We've already done the Pachinko machine, but, yeah, there's one tougher than that. Okay, there's only 3 blue coins underground, so... Okay. Oh, and yes, and like all our other levels, there is a 100 coin Shine Sprite in Delfino Plaza as well. But, there's an easier way to do that. Though you can find a lot of them underground, which is kind of weird. There's the last one underground. Okay. So... Fortunately, there's only 20 blue coins in Delfino Plaza. They give you a little bit of a break on that. But, there's only 3 underwater, which... Yeah, that's annoying, but... It's doable. Okay, now I need to get back to... the main area. Have I done this Shine Sprite yet? Come to think of it. Yes, I have. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get the hover nozzle back. Alright. What does Yoshi want? Pineapples. Well, that's easy. Though I'm not sure if I want a pineapple that's been sitting here this whole time. Oh well. That didn't happen. So Yoshi isn't overly necessary, but he makes it easier. So there are a couple blue birds in this level. Like I said, he makes it easy. If you just eat the bird, you immediately get the blue coin. Now normal birds, if you eat them, you just get normal coins and not remotely worth it. Where'd that other one go? Oh, it's all the way over there now. Or is that a seagull? Yep, that was a gull. Can't eat those. I love the reference that Yoshi can flutter jump because that's accurate to his source material. Kind of. He didn't flutter jump in Super Mario World, but he started doing it from Yoshi's Island onwards. Although, technically speaking, wouldn't that mean Luigi invented the flutter jump because he's the one who did it first in Super Mario Bros. 2? Ah! Well, that didn't work. And no, they aren't jerks to us this time. You don't have to eat the blue fish to get blue coins, or, you know, they don't, stick a, blue coin that acts like a fish with them. I guess we should be thankful that that exists, at least. Okay. Huh, where'd that other bluebird go? Ow. I know I'm not crazy. There is another bluebird somewhere. This one we may have to shoot down. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Where'd that go? Oh, it's on the tree. Well, that's a first. Okay, I think there's one more bluebird, I want to say. I think there's 3 altogether. Or I could be mistaken. Ow. Nope, I think there's only 2. Okay, well in that case, I need to go find Yoshi again, because we need him for some of the other ones. Let's just go ahead and grab this one, because it's in plain sight. So, it's in jail. How do you get in there? Well, every jail has a back door, doesn't it? Okay, now. What does Yoshi want? Still wants pineapple. Okay, easy enough. Easy enough. Okay, so you have to come over here and then just spray this. And there's another one. Alright, this one's going to... You know what? Let's just be simple. I was making that so much harder than I needed to. As usual. Good to know. Okay, easy, easy. Okay, how do you overshoot that? Just how? Okay. Camera. Camera. Thank you. Alright, we don't necessarily need Yoshi anymore. At least for now. There is a reason we need him later, and I don't like to talk about it. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have these Piantas here who want you to bring 3 of our certain fruits. There is one that wants you to get durians, and I don't like that lady. It's one of the most tedious things you can do. Oh, I missed. I don't want to talk to you. Pick up the fruit. Thank you. Wow, can I fail any harder with this jumping? Just... why? And then she just gives you the blue coin. So the next one is over here. I believe she wants pineapples. Can't make that. Oh well. I thought it could be fancy. Oh wow. Alright, alright. I must skills this. Brick. That's why I keep giving Mario concussions. Did that wow. That's impressive. It went over the basket into the area near Corona Mountain and went into the water. That's impressive. I don't think I've ever done that before. Alright, you know what? Are you serious right now? Gotta get closer. Okay. Well, that was a bad angle. My gosh. Why am I so bad at this? Why am I so bad at this? Jeez. Seriously? What was that, like 5 attempts? Well, I guess it's a good thing I never did play basketball. Because this always happens to me. It bounces, it rolls around the rim. It's part of the reason why I don't like golf. Oops. Bounces right out of the basket. Don't know how. That's just not even fair. That's not even fair. Just... why? Thank you. Alright. Now, I did mention there's 2 more. One, as I mentioned, she wants durians, and I already did that. But let me show you what you have to do just to fulfill her requirement. So, the problem is, she's over there. And durians are over here. So, do you see a problem with this? So, yes, you gotta... and you can't pick these up. So, yeah, you gotta... not let the physics engine explode on you. That's another thing that tends to happen. These things have a weird hit detection sometimes, where they'll just go flying for no reason. And then what you do is, you're supposed to push it about there, and then slam into it. And that gets it across the canal. Now that was the easy part. Then, what you gotta do is, you gotta push it up this hill here. And then get it in her basket, which is up here. Fun, huh? Once it's there, it's no big deal, but still. Just what you have to go through just to get one of these up here. Okay, so there's one more of those ladies, and she's out here on this island by herself. Now that would make it seem tedious because she wants 3 of a certain fruit, like the other 2 did. Well, 3, I should say. She's actually decent. So she wants coconuts. There's a coconut tree right here on the middle of this island. Convenient! Convenient! But you gotta be careful, because you can actually knock these down. And into the water. Like that. So it's very convenient that she wants something that happens to be on the island, on the same island, and they're right behind her. So you really could have just, I don't know, climbed up there yourself, or just shake the tree to get him off. Like the one Donkey Kong Mario Party 6 game. Oh, and little... I don't know if this works for her. Yeah, most of the time if you see the Piantas sitting, they're actually sitting on some sort of little stool. Don't know where they get those from, but that is the case when they are. Okay, how many is that? 16, okay. There's only 4 more. And I know where they all are. They're all just graffiti that you clear off. Easy. If only they could all be that simple. Yep, one more back here. And then the last one is behind this box over here. But wait, you're saying. You only have 19. I thought you said there were 20. There are. But... 69, by the way. But... they're in a different area within Delfino Plaza. So, in the meantime, I'm going to collect some of the shine sprites around Delfino Plaza now. There's one in particular that I'm dreading, and we'll get to it. Okay, now talk to this guy. Now you gotta be really good at this angle because he's a chuckster. You burst through that window, and here's our shine sprite. Okay, so now we are going to go for that 100 coin shine sprite. So once you unlock Corona Mountain, you're allowed to go back to the Delfino airstrip. There is a... Don't expect any sea shanties from me. Is he alluding to Animal Crossing with that? But yes, this is where I go when it's time to get the 100 coin shine sprite. Because there are coins everywhere all of a sudden. Also, here's the last Delfino Plaza blue coin. It's in this ice cube. But wait, I hear you say, weren't there 240 blue coins? That is correct. Unfortunately, there is one blue coin. There are 10 blue coins that are in the final level, and they are the biggest headache in the game. You will see what I mean when we get there. It's part of the reason why I've been stockpiling so many lives. So you're supposed to do something else here. You saw that red switch earlier. I wish there was a way to turn the sensitivity down, because the control stick is way too sensitive. It's part of the issue I find myself running into. And there's the 100 coin. Okay, so there's another shine sprite to collect in Delfino airstrip, but let's see, how many do I have here? Just 8. 9 if you count the 100. Okay, so I don't know if I've gotten this one yet. There's one over here on the beach that appears on the beach. No, I haven't. Okay. Now, these shine sprites are not necessary to beat the game. We can just beat the game right now, because all you're required to do is to get through all 7 episodes of every major level. That's all you do, and then you beat the final boss and the game's over. However, I am going for 100% completion, so these are necessary, much to my dismay. Okay, this next one we're going to need this. So, on top of the lighthouse, you see this, like, giant block up here. It's this weird-looking black block. Oh my gosh. Black block. Apparently I'm turning into a chicken. Bok. But anyway, yes, there's this thing. Very simply, take the rocket nozzle. There at the top, ground pound. And shine sprite. Okay. Now for another somewhat easy shine sprite. Recommend grabbing this. We'll be back though. We're going to go out to this island over here. Now, you notice that there's a pipe on this isle. Don't even get me started on it. So you saw that gold bird there. Well, like the one we saw in Noki Bay, same properties, just hit it a couple times and you get a shine sprite. Reason why I grabbed the turbo nozzle is swimming back and forth from the island is extremely tedious and boring. So, let's speed up the process a bit. Okay, now let's head back to Delfino Airstrip and get that one. Pardon me. My allergies have been very bad this time of year. Sea shanties from this captain. Yep, that's a jab to Animal Crossing from Captain. So, fun fact, if you actually collect 9 more coins, not only do you get another 1-up, you will also trigger the 100 coin shine sprite again. Not that it matters. So yeah, this is why you come back to the Delfino Airstrip. There's a red coin challenge that wasn't here before. Because there aren't enough of these in the game. Nope. Yeah, I told you. Got another 1-up it. I triggered the 100 coin again. And I love how because I did that, the music stops, but the timer's still ticking. It's okay, though. I don't like that soundtrack. I don't like that particular song anyway. Yeah, one thing I find strange is I get it, but at the same time I don't. How it doesn't play the music that played here before when you visited the Delfino Airstrip. Ah, come on. Yeah, they give you 2 minutes, and that's honestly too long. There's no reason for it. Okay, so that's 11. There are 2 more over here. So, since I press jump. So since the beginning of the game, I've been able to come over here and there's this doorway. Well, this guy has a challenge for you. Also, is this guy, like, committing high treason or something? Because he's withholding 2 shine sprites to do, you know, the very source of the island's power to create a challenge. Is that kind of high treason against his country? Last second! Oh no! That doesn't bode well. So time to go back. And then do the next challenge. Now, there is a third challenge, but it doesn't give you a shine sprite. I really think that they intended to do that, where the third challenge was supposed to yield yet another, but I guess they just ran out of time and just left it in the game. Okay, now I'm going to show you all something that many people actually don't know about, and that's why I'm here. So this requires the rocket nozzle. Yeah, I got that one. So, start swimming here towards Rico Harbor, over there. Up here where these trees are, there is actually a secret here that I never knew about until just messing around one day. I decided to come over here and just rocket nozzle for no reason. Oh, I'm gonna be called a liar because I don't know where. I can't remember where it is. Gosh, where is this? Ah, there it is. Okay, so yeah. I was just messing around here one day. I was like, wait a minute, what is this? And, you go to this bizarre location with red coins. Now, I will warn you, there is no way to refill your water here. So don't get fooled. And these red coins are dropped in myriads of ways. They'll drop by defeating enemies. There is a bird that you have to shoot down, because of course you do. Can't be that easy. And then that Pianta that's on fire also gives you a red coin. Plus there's some just lying around. Now, there is a hole that you have to fall into that gives you a red coin. But if I recall correctly, one of those holes actually leads to death. So, bear that in mind. What do you have to say after that? Ha! The best part is, he actually did catch up to it, because it's right here. Also, that thing where I mentioned that if you do run out of water, you're SOL. That is correct. There is no place to refill your water here. So if you actually run out of water, you have to jump off the cliff and die. You don't have a choice. Wait till it comes back around. Ah, it's too far. Just one hit, really? That's all I got on it? There we go. What's funny is I just killed it, so... I think I just crushed your dreams, buddy. Okay. Okay, now I need to find that hole. Is it the one with the fire on it? Because if so, that's kind of cliche, but I understand what they're going for with that. Perfect place to hide something. I hate when things have specific hitboxes. That must be where it is. But the hitbox is being weird. Ah, so it was a red herring. Okay. Now, I know there's a red coin in one of these holes. I can't remember which one it is, though. Oh, there it is. Why was that? There it is. Yep. Ah, yes, the hole that actually led to potential death. So that's where it was. Pretty sneaky. Okay. I know where one is. There's one I'm missing. think I know where it is. I don't think I've done this slide. I did the mission where you bust into that lighthouse over there. I don't think I ever went over here, though. And then that's all except one. I've been saving it for last on purpose because it is very hard to get to. Not only is it hard to get to, the challenge for it is also very difficult. No, I already got this one. Huh. So which one am I missing? Are there only 15 shines in Delfina Plaza? Let me think here for a sec. Let me math. Let's see. 94 plus 20... what is it? How many do I have? 94 plus 24 is 48. 48 plus... No, I am missing another one. Where? Which one is that? I already did the pachinko machine. And then the dreaded mission I haven't done yet, so that's where that one is. I've already gotten that one. I've cleaned both bells. I got the lighthouse. Let's see, 24 plus the 1. Nope, I did get them all. Okay, I'm brain farting. Okay, so 94 plus 24 is 100 and... What exactly? 118, yeah. There's one more. Okay, yep. I've gotten all of them except for the 2 that I don't like. So, let's go ahead and knock them out. But before I do, I'm going to take a very quick break. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Who's ready to watch me rage? Ugh. Okay, so I miscalculated. There's only 15 shine sprites in Delfino Plaza. And it begins. Time for one of the hardest shine sprites in the game. Gotta wait for the boats to come back around, though. So I'm just going to sit here and keep making Yoshi eat these durians. And there's the boat I need, but I gotta wait for it to come back around. Ah! And of course I'm going to have slippery shoes plague me. I didn't get far at all! Yay! I find it crazy that these boats can just turn around on a dime. I'm pretty sure that's not how things work. If you jump up there, that's where the pachinko machine is. Alright, and catch this boat before it escapes from you. Part of the battle is getting there. The other half of the battle is during the actual mission. Riveting. Because the goal is to get to that little island over there. Okay. So far, so good. Is what I'm going to say. Which are my famous last words. Ah! Yep. Like I said, famous last words. Man, that bites. Alright, now I gotta go through that entire process again. I guess that's what I get for getting cold feet. Oh well. I was almost there, too. That's the best part. I was almost there. But of course, I had opened my mouth. See, what especially makes this bad is that Yoshi, if he touches water at all, he disintegrates. That's why you can't just swim to that island. Oh no, that'd be too easy. Sorry, I just do it not to pass time. Ah, cold feet. Cold feet. I just gotta go for it. Because then I pull back, get scared, and then pull back. Whenever I jump. Just gotta go for it. Well, at least what it wants is right here. Now, fun fact, the durian fruit in real life, it does exist. However, you can only get them from like Asian markets or foreign or some other like foreign fruit market, because most hydroponics cannot grow them. That's the thing. They're a hardy fruit, yes, but they are not the easiest things to grow. Another thing about them is that the reason why Mario can't touch them is because they're extremely spiny. And that is true about the fruit in real life. It's actually very spiky on the outside. It's similar to, you know, how cacti have quills on them. It's just to make it less likely to be threatened by predators or insects or anything like that. The hide is also pretty tough to get through. It's about the same thickness of a watermelon, maybe. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe like around a cantaloupe. So you're going to need a pretty strong knife to get through it. And then it has a very, very distinct stench to it. Like, I'm not sure what it exactly smells like because I've actually never seen one or have been near one in real life. Ah, I overshot it. And it begins the never-ending saga of just trying to get to the darn level. I was almost there, and then I got cold feet. That's how it always works. But anyway, yeah, it has a very distinct odor to it, and from my understanding, it kind of looks like scrambled eggs, the insides of the fruit. And it doesn't taste like anything. Like, it has a very bland flavor. Which you wouldn't expect from something that apparently smells that bad. Because normally the trend is, that's another thing for protection for fruits and vegetables, is them having an odor. So, pray tell, what made people realize that we could actually eat those things? I mean, the pineapple still dumbfounds me too. Alright. I'm not going to be talking for a while. I'm just going to try to concentrate on getting to this freaking island. Ah! Overshot. I overshot. Man! See, that's the problem. The reason why I keep getting cold feet is because I tend to overshoot. It also doesn't help that the platform I'm trying to get on is moving. So there's a bit of a timing situation as well. Question. I have an idea that just might be crazy enough to work. Screw the first boat. I'm just going there on my own accord. Alright. No! Mmm! Slippery shoes. Watch, I'm going to have so much trouble getting there. And then when I get there, I'm going to do the challenge in one try. Watch. That's what's going to happen. I'm calling it right now. Because I keep getting cursed by slippery shoes. Ah, that would have been beautiful if I made it into the tree. If only there was an easier way to get to this island. Okay. Concentrate. Perfect. And cue the Jeopardy theme. I would, but I don't want to get copyright struck. Even though that theme is theme's basically twice my age, but that's besides the point. Also, I think when you get to 60 shine sprites, the rest of Delfino Plaza completely lights up. So that little darkness you had in the beginning of the game, it's gone by the time you get 60 shine sprites. So getting all of them is not really necessary, but I'm just doing this because, I like to complete it, because this is a game that I can actually feasibly complete. Alright, here it goes, folks. Hey! We're almost there. Almost there. Is that bird on the water? Pretty sure that's not how that works. That would have been funny. Just to make sure. Just making sure. I can't afford to screw up now. And all that for one of the hardest levels in the game. So it's another red coin mission. Looks easy enough, right? Well, as these signs would suggest, this water is toxic. If you touch it, it's an instant death. Now, what makes this difficult is you have this lily pad here. Now, this thing is a bit unwieldy, and with how my game's been going so far, that's not going to be fun. This is going to be very fun. And because you're on this pathway that's toxic water, this thing rots away. But yeah, see? If you touch that water, it's instant death. What's funny is, this and the final level have this in common. Almost. Almost. So yes, this is why I've been stockpiling lives. Because I knew about this notoriously hard level. Now you can actually cheat a little bit. Holy crap, I did it! Holy crap! Third try. Also, do not go in that pipe. That is a trap. You get to the end of this level, and you're like, I miss a few red coins. That's probably what this warp pipe is for. To send you back to start. Nope. If you take that warp pipe, it sends you right back to Delfino Plaza. Meaning you have to do that entire travel with Yoshi all over again. Peak game design, folks. Well, alright then. That's one headache down, one more to go. Well, more like several more to go. Especially if I keep giving Mario concussions like that. Okay, I'm going back to, not that level. Not this level. I'm going back to Pianta Village to stock up on a few more lives, just to be sure. I actually have a very neat trick. Once you complete episode 6 in Pianta Village, go back and do it again. In my opinion, this is one of the fastest way to farm lives. One of the fastest. Now, I'm not saying it's the de facto fastest way, but it is a very quick way to farm them. Now, the children don't give you anything, but the adults do. Yes, when you redo this mission, instead of getting blue coins, obviously, you get 1-ups. And the last one's another child, so it doesn't matter. And now my life count is 57. I think that's good. Alright, now for the final level of the game, and one of the sources of my headaches for this game. I can also tell that this level was spent the least amount of time on. The reason why is this part is not bad. This is doable. Oh yes, by the way, if you touch the lava, it's instant death. And if you get impaled by these spikes or burned, it does a lot of damage. Exactly. And of course, because it's a Mario game, there has to be a lava level. That's very hard. Now, this part isn't really too bad. It's just platforming with very specific types of platforms that you have to get over. And then they're generous to you with this one. Now, that is the only one they are generous to you with. Oh, and I want to point out something about this level. If you die, you have to start the whole level over again. There is no checkpoint. Okay, now that's the easy part. This is the hard part. And I really wish that there was a checkpoint here. Okay, so, you saw how I was having a problem with that lily pad, right? Well, these things are just as bad. I can never really guess what to do with them. And if you hit anything, it's done. You lose it. If you hit a wall, if you hit a platform, anything, you lose it, and then you die. This is why I say that this level had the least amount of time go into it. Because who thought that was a good idea? The mud boats, just if they made them easier to control, then okay, it would be a halfway decent challenge. Except it's not. So my commentary is going to die for a bit because I've got to concentrate. This is very, very difficult. The platforming, as I mentioned, is not that bad, but the next section, I gotta be quiet for it because I gotta concentrate. So, also, flaming Cheep Cheeps. You couldn't really think of a better enemy. Also, if they can survive in lava, then why can't we in some way? So I would not complain if the level was just all that. Just platforms. But no, we gotta put an obligatory vehicle section in. And I'm going to tell you ahead of time. This part is why this part here is why I was dreading this location. Because as I mentioned, these things are unwieldy. I highly recommend that you take it slow and try to figure out which direction goes where. But see what I mean? How I was trying to go left, and then I ended up going right instead, and now I'm accelerating going right. You see? This is why I don't like this segment. I never did. Whoever greenlit this needs to be fired. So, there are 10 blue coins left. Well, 9. They give you 1 to be nice. They give you 1 to be nice. The other 9, as you can see, are surrounding the final platform. Again, why? You're just making it unnecessarily difficult for no reason. Just gonna play it safe. We're just going to go back. Now, I know that Iwata was big onto the GameCube, but they really should have tested this a lot more. I get it, it's the final level. You don't have to spend a ton of time on this. But at the same time, don't make it masochistically difficult. Just, I I don't know what they were thinking. Four more. I'm noticing patterns, though. When the boat is in motion, left seems to go where you would think it would go. It's not what I meant to do. Well, that sucks. Well, I can easily get one, but then I'm dead. So, let's go ahead and try to get that one since it's the hardest one to get to. And then just eat it. And like I said, you make it there, and you have to start over the whole level. Well, that was just bad. You know, it's a shame this thing's called Corona Mountain because of what happened in the last 3 years. I don't want to say it on stream because I might get in trouble. Even though that's totally not what it's called anymore. But, you know. They're actually using its literal medical term now, finally. Oh yeah, and those torches, the torch platforms, they actually relight after a while. So you can't just stand there and contemplate your next move. Takes them a moment to come back on, but they do. Oh, that would have been embarrassing. Alright, 2 more blue coins to go. Just take it nice and slow so I can start to get a handle on this thing. Yep. I told you this level was hard. You know, I can mostly just ignore the 1-ups now. Because I have so many lives and I'm not losing them at an accelerated rate anyway. But yes, I do recommend when it comes to the motorboat segment, take your time. Get a feel for how things work, even though the controls are very contradictory. But just do what you can. Alright. Alright. One more. That's all we need is just one more. And then I'm going to cash them in because I want to just show you the alternate ending. We'll just make it easy on ourselves. Does this mean I'll have to go through this segment again? Yes. But, thankfully I don't have to worry about the blue coins once we get it done. And that's all of them. Thank goodness. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to exit. That is every single blue coin in the game. So what do we do with the blue coins? Well, again, we see another NPC committing treason by hiding 24 of them in the game inside his little boathouse. And then that's all but one shine sprite. You can probably guess where the last one is. So we have gotten every single blue coin and every single shine sprite in the game. And now, to do the final level once more, to go ahead and fight the final boss. And as if you couldn't guess, because this is a Mario game, can anyone guess who the final boss is? Come on, you only get one guess. Alright. Now to do this level properly. Without the blue coins in the way anymore. If you said Ridley, you're correct! No. Dr. Eggman. There we go. Oh! Another thing too, if you do lose the mud boat in the beginning, it doesn't respawn. Again, there was no time spent on this level. No thought. I mean, there's some thought spent on it, but not a ton. And nope. So, because of the name of this mountain, yes, I'm going to call it the Forbidden Mountain. Not sure what happened there. Sheesh, all my friends are getting on at once. I need to mute those. I love how I'm just failing on the platforming section, which is the easier part. Just because I can't get my timing down right. Also, spikes and fire traps. Very original. Okay, that wasn't my fault. He decided to grab onto the platform for some strange reason. One thing I find funny, though, is whenever you get a 1-up mushroom, it refills your water tanks. What, do you just, like, use the juices from the mushroom to fill it up or something? I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. Alright. Time to gun it. Full speed ahead! I don't care! And now we have some very weird jumping. Also, I have a suggestion for you. Try not to die. Because the punishment of restarting the level is very harsh, Slippery Shoes. Whew! Let's try not to take any fall damage, but that backfired. Okay, I need a refill. All right, we are home free.
The water's great, hey, Junior?
Sure is, Papa. Come on in, Mama Peach. I think not. Mario! You again? Don't you ever give up?
Mario! How dare you disturb my family vacation?
How original. The final boss is Bowser. Also, for whatever reason, he's enormous in this game. I never really understood that. And yeah, Bowser Jr. will launch... Also, this boss fight is very glitchy and buggy. I am not going to lie to you about that. Because these platforms don't remain very stable. I don't really understand why, but that's the case half the time. How about playing with fire? But get a little cocky there, ain't you, Bowser? And that's all she wrote. Yeah, all that build up. And how anticlimactic was that boss battle? Also, because the cutscene's pre-rendered, the Shine Gate and the bells are still dirty, even though they aren't. The graffitis are still there, too. I love the game over in the left-hand corner. Way more than you realize, Flood.
Mario, look.
Junior, I've got something difficult to tell you about Princess Peach.
I know she's not really my mama. Someday, when I'm bigger, I wanna fight that Mario again.
That's right, boy. Well put, son. The Royal Koopa life is as strong as ever. But for now, let's just rest a while.
The vacation starts now.
So, funny story. The two Mario games I played for this little Mario saga were ones in which Mario and Peach try to attempt to take a vacation, and then Bowser messes it up in some way, shape, or form. Recycled plot lines, ladies and gentlemen. Although, sort of. So we get a nice little montage here of them actually exploring and enjoying the island and all the features, since everything's been fixed and cleaned up. Though I have to wonder, what was stopping the Toads and Toadsworth from doing all this anyway? Pushes Mario into the water. FYI, don't actually do that, folks. That can actually kill a coral reef. The oils on human skin is very toxic to coral. Now, my theory is correct. I do have all shine sprites now, where it show the... Yep. Yeah, that's all you get for your troubles. All 120 shine sprites, just for that picture. And what's your reward for completing it? Nothing. You just have this nice little red sun symbol showing that you've completed the game.